In close to 2 hours, students will start arriving here on their buses to head back to their classrooms. Hours ago, the principal tweeted that today the school will teach and learn stronger than ever. Students and parents were in fear Tuesday when police say shots were fired by a 16-year-old high school sophomore around 1 on the second floor of the school. Those bullets landed in a 15-year-old student's stomach and leg, resulting in a level 5 lockdown. Hundreds of students had to keep their hands on their heads as they evacuated. LMPD caught up with their suspect around 4 at the park at Hurstbourne Apartments. JCPS Superintendent Dr. Donna Hargens checked on the victim Tuesday evening at University Hospital.
Well, actually, I've been in contact with every piece of this and knowing what's happening, but this is important. Our students are important. Each one of them is important. So I want to make sure that I send my regards to the family and see what is it that we can do for this family.
School will be in session starting at 7:40. Rick, today a dog lost his best friend. Family members say it was that dog that signaled a red flag.
His dog came running back to my apartment door, basically yelping and scratching the door.
That's how Billy Mitchell says he found out that his cousin, 47-year-old Donnie Carrier, was in trouble after this train came to a stop around 4 on Monday in the 11,000 block of Bold Forbes Boulevard. He shared this photo of him. LMPD's homicide unit is now investigating.
A white male apparently was walking along the railroad tracks. Went for some unknown reason. Did not see the train that was on the tracks. He was struck by that train.
Somebody that lives around the neighborhood just came and told me that Don got hit. Upon arrival, he was laying face down, not moving at all.
Hey, Red. Hey, baby.
Mitchell says Carrier's pit bull Red was with him and was also injured. He was taken by the Louisville Metro Animal Services for observation.
What it is a very tragic situation that's happened here, and certainly our prayers go to the family of the victim.
Carrier's friends who were fishing with him moments before his death are in disbelief.
You don't even get a horn most times. All you're going to get is vibrations.
Where we were at fishing, you have to cross the tracks, the creek. And then you go down, and there's a gravel road, takes you through a tunnel.
Me and him was really, really close. He wasn't even a cousin to me. He was more of a brother. And I don't know what I'm going to do now without him.
Preliminary results shows that Carrier died from blunt force trauma. An autopsy will be performed tomorrow. Live here at Metro Police Headquarters, Anna-Lysa Gale, WLKY News.
Thank you.
Bailey Carty was a student at Paoli High School. Her grandmother says she was staying home yesterday due to an eye infection.
It don't even make sense how she was laying. I don't know.
Diana Babcock is still trying to wrap her mind around how her granddaughter, Bailey Carty, ended up beneath her overturned ATV. The 16-year-old was riding around on the ATV on East County Road 100 North. She was going to visit a relative. Babcock found her body on Monday afternoon.
She loved listening to music, and she still said she was going to get back into softball and volleyball.
This is the second time tragedy has hit the family. Nearly 3 years ago, it was her daughter, Bailey Carty's mother, that was killed in a car accident.
She was in a coma for 15 days. Her dad's still struggling. Everybody's still struggling. I mean, it's hard.
In a statement, her dad, B.J. Carty, had this to say, quote, "My heart is broken. I have no words to express the pain I feel. The only comfort I can find is that Daddy's little girl is sitting there with her mother, whom she loved with all her heart," end quote. Her sister, Jalen Carty, adds, quote, "She was already an angel. She just gained her wings." She went on to say, "She will be my best friend no matter what." Right now, the flag outside Paoli Junior Senior High School is flying at half-staff in honor of Bailey Carty. In Paoli, Anna-Lysa Gale, WLKY News. The University of Louisville Hospital deals with many infectious diseases, and with talks of Ebola here in the United States, it's another one they're prepared to handle. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 3,000 people have died from Ebola in West Africa. It's the reason doctors are now starting to ask their patients about their travel history.
Seeing if they have been there or been in contact with somebody who has.
This week, Thomas Duncan became the first person to be diagnosed with the virus in the U.S. He was traveling from Liberia to Dallas.
The gentleman that came to the United States didn't have symptoms when he flew over, and then he developed them, so I'm sure, you know, that's not the last time that that's going to happen.
But infectious disease specialist Dr. Forrest Arnold with the U of L Physicians Group says although he doesn't think Ebola is likely to make its way to our area, it's a discussion happening now among healthcare professionals in Louisville and Lexington.
To make sure that we're on top of the Ebola issue.
I would say that now is not the time to go to West Africa, not unless you are part of an official delegation.
That's the advice Director Dr. Ruth Carrico has for patients visiting U of L's travel clinic. According to the Fayette County Health Department, in July, 2 people traveling from Liberia were quarantined at the UK hospital for Ebola-like symptoms, which include fever, severe headache, muscle pain, weakness, diarrhea, vomiting, stomach pain, and unexplained hemorrhage. UK Hospital and University of Louisville Hospital both say they are well prepared for any Ebola cases that may show up.
The people will be just as well off here as they would at any other hospital in Kentucky.
This afternoon, members of the Kentucky Air National Guard will be traveling to Senegal to help with the fight against the Ebola outbreak in West Africa. Here at the University of Louisville Hospital, Anna-Lysa, WLKY News. 46-year-old Brian Booker is now here at the University of Louisville Hospital in stable condition. Police say his ex-wife managed to escape at a gas station.
It's a wonderful neighborhood, close-knit, very quiet.
But on Thursday morning, police say something happened out of the ordinary on Eve Drive in Louisville. 46-year-old Brian Booker is accused of kidnapping his ex-wife from her home at gunpoint and driving her to Hardin County. Lois O'Keefe has lived in the neighborhood for nearly 3 decades. She occasionally saw the two.
It's a tiny little woman. Yeah, so and I would think he could easily overpower her.
Workers here at this gas station on North Mulberry Street in Elizabethtown say this is where the two ended up. Around 7:45 that morning, police say the victim convinced Booker to let her go inside, and that's where she pleaded for help.
Well, I was quite shocked, to tell you the truth. That family are really quiet and private.
Police say Booker eventually went into the store behind his ex-wife and tried to pull her back into the car. She managed to escape again. That's when someone came to help and Booker drove off in his car.
I think a lot of time in divorces, because you're losing not only the person, you're losing a lot of property, sometimes you're losing your place in the community or with your friends. And sometimes that's enough to drive people over the edge.
Officers later caught up with Booker after he crashed in the Horse Cave area. He was flown to University Hospital.
You know, you have to live in a safe community, no matter what companions you've had. You're entitled to be in a safe community, and that goes for her as well.